There ain't no beef in the world worse than the beef between crows and owls. And according to scientists, this comes straight from birth. They're born with the instinct to eliminate each other. During the daytime, crows will literally get a flock together and go look for owls. And during the daytime, owls are just trying to sleep. The crows will ambush them and run them out of their nest and out of the neighborhood. Talk about a rude awakening. However, the crows have a good reason to do so, because at nighttime, the tables turn. Owls are stealth hunters and they can fly completely silent. Owls will go nest to nest, just decimating the crows. But not only that, they'll also steal the crows' eggs too, or they'll smash them all. Either way, they're trying to take out the whole bloodline. That's what I call villainous activity. Moral of the story, if you live in an area that has both crows and owls, there's probably battles going on above your head. Chose peace. They didn't choose peace. They chose to survive. Meet the African bush elephant, the largest elephant in the world. First off, that's the top of the food chain. Apex vegan, and they're considered to be invulnerable to predation. And I believe it. These not-so-gentle giants get up to 13 feet tall and 13,000 pounds. According to some researchers, that's heavier than a woolly mammoth. Did you know that? I didn't. Not to mention, they're known for being able to lift objects their own body weight. They're also known for having a 2,200 pound bite force, for some reason, and for being able to hear sounds from 6 miles away. They can even hear further than that with their feet. Make that make sense. But the main thing they're known for is bullying the African ecosystem. And that includes lions, and rhinos, and hippos, and even trees. That thing just ripped an entire tree out of the ground. You don't think it could throw a lion to another zip code? Moral of the story, those lions ran because they were seconds away from becoming lion-shaped pancakes.
Sarah Jade was going for her normal morning walk when
she almost got her eye snatched out by the biggest menace in the world. Meet the magpie. These flying middle fingers are found all over Australia. Big surprise. It's basically a hyper-intelligent bird related to crows and ravens. And they have an extremely bad attitude a couple months out of the year. August to October is magpie breeding season. And once they have their eggs that they need to protect, they won't let another creature come within like a mile's radius of their nest. You see the problem here? That means you can't even ride your bike past a tree without this happening. Australians are not scared of snakes and spiders. This is what they're scared of. It's actually so bad that during magpie breeding season, people wear these helmets with spikes on them. They're literally called magpie helmets. In other words, this is the main villain in Australia. Moral of the story, if you're in Australia during magpie breeding season, watch out behind you and above you. That is the only creature in the world known to attack orcas. Meet the cachalot whale. It's the 3rd largest whale in the world, getting up to 60 feet long and 90,000 pounds. However, unlike other whales who usually just eat mouthfuls of fish, these whales are actually predators who hunt other large creatures, which makes them the largest predator on planet Earth. They're known to hunt other whales, sharks, giant squid, and yes, even orcas. But what do you expect when you equip a titan like this with teeth like that? Each tooth could be up to a foot long and weigh 2 pounds. And they have 52 of them. That's over 100 pounds of teeth. Oh, but that's not even the best part. These whales travel in groups of up to 50 at a time. At 80,000 pounds, that's like 4 million pounds of problems. Moral of the story, this is what the top of the food chain looks like. Now, most of the comments are geared towards the fact that this is probably AI. You're wrong. Meet the reticulated python. It's basically the King Kong of nope ropes, getting over 30 feet long. This thing could probably eat you. I'm sorry, I should think more positive. I'm positive they could eat you. It's actually the only snake in the world with video documentation of them consuming a human. And that's just the beginning. They'll eat dogs and deer and pigs and sun bears. A snake eating a bear. Nature, what are we doing? But the scary part is not what they hunt. It's how they hunt. First off, they find their prey using infrared sensors and directional smelling, so they could smell which direction their prey is. And then they ambush the poor fellow with a super fast strike. Now, they don't have fangs. They have something worse. About 100 needle-like teeth that face backwards. In other words, if you try to yank free, the teeth go in deeper. So fun. And once they have their prey in their mouth, they start coiling around it, prepared to squeeze their HP straight to zero. They can squeeze so hard that they literally crush your bones and your organs. And then they swallow their prey whole. I'm supposed to put a joke here, but I can't stop thinking about a snake swallowing a bear. I'm traumatized. I'm starting to think that Godzilla wasn't a movie. It was a documentary. Meet the saltwater crocodile. These prehistoric middle fingers are the largest crocodiles in the world, getting up to 20 feet long and 2,400 pounds. That's the weight of an SUV and the length of a limousine. They also have a 3,700 pound bite force, which is 5 times the bite force of, I don't know, a lion. And that's just the beginning. They have better hearing than humans, directional smelling, which means they could smell which direction their prey is. Those little nodes on their body are built-in motion detectors. They can camouflage, and they could communicate with other crocodiles to have them help them hunt. And yes, they're man-eaters, which basically means they like the flavor of human. I mean, there was literally a war between Japanese soldiers and saltwater crocodiles during World War II. The crocodiles won. Moral of the story, unless you're Garrett, that's not something you yoink. That thing yoinks you. Just when you think tigers can't get more OP, videos like this come out. Allow me to explain. Meet the Siberian tiger. First off, it's already the largest tiger in the world, getting up to 10 feet long and 700 pounds apiece. A cat, the size of a grizzly bear. That should be illegal. Not to mention, they come stocked with 4-inch surgical tools that will show you what the inside of your body looks like. A 1,200 pound bite force, the ability to climb trees at a rate of 10 feet per second, and the fact that they can swim for nearly 20 miles straight. They don't have a weakness. And somehow, it still gets worse. The video you saw in the beginning showed a Siberian tiger mimicking the sounds of a bird. But they can also mimic the sounds of cows, black bears, and deer during breeding season when they're looking for a mate. And they do this to lure animals out to make hunting easier. As if they need that. Can you imagine hearing a mate calling out to you and you walk around the corner to see a one-way ticket to the pearly gates just looking at you like, gotcha. Moral of the story, Mother Nature picks favorites. And that is at the top of her list.